I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So same old narrative, same old story, man. Going back to last year, not even only last year, years prior, right? 3 years ago, 2 years ago. But at the end of the day, the weakest link remains. The weakest link remains that offensive line. You can't even call it an offensive line no more, baby. Don't even call it O-line, bruh. Just call it a line. Because they do nothing. I repeat, they do nothing, especially in the interior. The tackles solidified, even though Brian O'Neill had a bad game. As far as penalties and as far as allowing pressures, period, bottom line, Brian O'Neill had a bad game, period, bottom line. I stand on it. I said 1,000 times. Big SKOL here, baby. But the O-line, and it's funny, I talked about this the whole offseason. My big dogs, big SKOL Vikes, we talked about it the whole offseason. If the Vikings don't fix the trenches, if they don't address the trenches, what did we say? What was said? It doesn't matter how many skilled players you have on the outside. If your trenches can't protect Kirk Cousins, cannot keep him upright, especially knowing what type of quarterback Kirk Cousins is, knowing Kirk Cousins has no mobility or a very small amount of mobility. He cannot get out the pocket. He cannot scramble. He cannot move around to save his life or his teammates' life. Period, bottom line, or anyone in his family's life. Kirk Cousins is not that guy. He's a stand in the pocket, be a sitting duck, pocket passer. With that being said, Kwesi O'Connell, once again, for some reason, believed in this O-line, had love for this O-line, liked this O-line, came with the same damn piss-poor O-line as last season. The same O-line that gets bench pressed versus great competition. The same O-line that got bench pressed today. Interior sucks. Ed Ingram is so soft, he is soft as Charmin. I will bench press Ed Ingram. I repeat, I will bench press Ed Ingram and put him on his fat ass, because his fat ass, all he knows how to do is get beat. Ezra Cleveland is no better. Oh, Austin Slotman is no better. Even if Garrett Bradbury was healthy, guess what? He is no better. Even the tackles today, they were piss poor. You understand me? Do you dig me? Do you get my drift? Woo! Big SKOL here. Now at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, how could Kwesi, how could O'Connell ignore the offensive line? How could they be comfortable? They feel satisfied with coming into this season with the same O-line who has the same results. That's insanity, baby. That's insanity, baby. Ed Ingram, Ezra Cleveland, Garrett Bradbury, whoever else. Then they take months to sign. They take months to sign Dalton Risner. When they know Ed Ingram sucks, when they clearly can tell, it's evident from week one, your O-line is your weakest link still. Your O-line is your weakest link still. I don't know why the Vikings think you can just ignore your offensive line when you have a quarterback like Kirk Cousins who cannot maneuver at all in the pocket. What did they think? It was just going to magically happen? The O-line was going to magically be in cohesion? Oh, because they have great continuity. They've been playing together forever. They have years in. They should be on the same accord. What? They thought they were going to mesh magically and make something happen? You saw them versus the Giants. They couldn't hold a jock strap. They got beat every play. They believed in Ed Ingram? You tell me they really believed in Ed Ingram? They had the audacity to believe in Ed Ingram? Someone who is trash, ass, who has been sorry since he came in the building? Talking about, oh, he's a rookie. He has time to learn. He has a full season in. He can get it together. Soft-ass Vikings way. Yeah, that's the soft, capital S-O-F-T. Vikings way, baby. Are you serious? You gotta be delusional. So at the end of the day, once again, Quasi GM, Kevin O'Connell head coach, Kevin O'Connell head coach. How many pressures have we seen? How many interviews that Quasi and Kevin O'Connell are praising this weak ass O-line? Talking about how much confidence they have in this weak ass O-line, baby. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? How in your right mind could they sit back and say, hey, Kirk Cousins is our quarterback, right? He can't scramble, right? He can't get out the pocket, right? But if you give him time, he can pick apart a defense, right? But that's all he can do. But if he gets rattled, right? If he gets under pressure, if he gets out of his comfort zone, because we know Kirk Cousins can't handle pressure. Kirk Cousins can't play well out of his comfort zone. But you got these incompetent, and I said incompetent, and I mean every word, and I stand on every word, baby. Woo! Do you dig me? Do you get my damn drift? Big SKOL here. Like it or not, I'm here to stay, baby. You telling me Quasi O'Connell sat down and had a meeting and said, hey, let's twiddle our fingers. Hey, Quasi, I like the O-line. You like the O-line? Hey, O'Connell, I like the O-line. You like the O-line? I think they have years in. I think they'll be on the same accord this year. Even though Garrett Bradbury has a hurt back, he can't even stay healthy. And let alone that, he can't even block. We got Ed Ingram, who had one of the worst rookie seasons in the NFL. The worst PFF grades in the NFL. We got Ezra Cleveland, who's really naturally playing out of position, but it's okay. It's all right. He gon' ball. He gon' shine. Get the hell out the building. Are you kidding me? And we saw today, clear as day. Once again, they cannot keep their quarterback upright. Just like Kirk Cousins can't get out the pocket if his life depended on it, the offensive line couldn't protect Kirk Cousins if their life depended on it, baby. Oh yeah, let me say it again so you get me clear. Big SKOL here, so you get my drift. Just like Kirk Cousins couldn't get out the pocket if his life depended on it, the O-line, the trash, soft as Charmin, soft as cotton offensive line couldn't protect Kirk Cousins if their life depended on it. But I bet they can go to that drive-thru and get that Big Mac. I bet they the first ones in line when it's time to eat lunch or brunch. When it's time to eat breakfast, soft asses. We know what type of kind of quarterback Kirk Cousins is. It comes down to determination, effort, or lack of effort. You telling me they don't got enough respect for themselves as NFL players? You telling me they don't got enough respect as NFL players, huh? Enough self-respect as being an NFL player on an NFL roster to want to protect your quarterback, to give effort? Blocking is about effort, determination, the want to, the will to block, the urge to block in the run game to protect your quarterback. Huh? And you telling me this is what Quasi and O'Connell felt comfortable about trotting on the field with? When you look around the league at the best teams, the trenches is what win playoff games. The trenches is what win Super Bowls. And this is the trenches they bring to the table. Not just the offensive line, the D-line as well. But we talking about them O-line, that piss poor, soft as Charmin offensive line. They bring that to the table again. You don't even got to talk about Ed Ingram. I'm so tired of talking about Ed Ingram and that interior. How they get beat on a play-in, play-out basis. How they have no heart. They get bench pressed. And the penalties, the dumb, stupid penalties that hurt you. Even Brian O'Neill had some dumb holding calls, some dumb false starts that set the Vikings back. And we want to ignore this? Ignore this? When you know for sure, for certain, your O-line has been the weakest link for years in, years out. Crazy with his analytics, bullshit. Kevin O'Connell with his false belief, bullshit. In his O-line. Believe in what? What have they shown you on film in training camp to believe in them? They can't even protect Kirk for one quarter. I understand Kirk Cousins is getting hit. I understand he has no time. Kirk Cousins needs time. I talked about it the whole offseason. If you want to run it back with Kirk, you better get some people who can protect that man. Because if not, it will be a long season. And wow, how ironic. It is not a coincidence. The same thing is happening. It's a long season and it's only 3 games in, baby. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Capital OMG. Are you serious? This is like, it's so laughable now. All you can do is sit back and laugh at it. And Vikings fans always, Vikings organization, Vikings media, Vikings fan base, community, it's always, it's okay, it's all right, they'll fix it. Every presser, every interview, Kevin O'Connell comes out, the O-line, whether it's Brian O'Neill talking about how he's ready, how he's bounced back, how the O-line is ready to prove a point, how they're ready to play. Shut the hell up, boy. You ain't ready for nothing but a hamburger and extra cheese. Woo! Enough is enough, man. Week in, week out, O-line is garbage. Week in, week out, O-line is garbage. Enough is enough, bro. No one evades blame. I'm Big SKOL, and guess what? I ain't got no picks. That's my take, my opinion on it. Let me know how you feel about it, about this soft, penetratable O-line who gets bench pressed week in, week out. Big SKOL here, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rollin'. SKOL Vikes forever. Woo! Hey.